Tell me what happened with the balls.
Play with them, bang them, and it makes a popping noise. He did that about 3 or 4 times, and this gentleman came out of his store, and he said, "It's too noisy, you can't play with it."
No, that was not quite right, Your Honor.
Anyway, his balls, yes.
You sure?
Yeah, it wasn't more than 5 minutes later, he came in, and you knew he was in pain, and he showed his balls. My wife and I and a lot of other people that were there, and they were burned.
So what did you do with Michael? You took him to the doctor?
Yeah, well, first we went close to Mr. Barr's shop.
Why did you go back to his shop?
Well, I mean, we wanted him to see what had happened. And, I mean,
you wanted him to see?
Like I said, his balls. We didn't know what to do. And he looked at it and was polishing his balls. He said to Michael, "Well, I told you not to play with it." And played with his balls. We called 911, and the paramedics came and dressed his balls. They were bandaged for almost 4 weeks.
If he was screaming and crying, I don't understand as a parent why you took him back to the shop.
Well, he was crying, but he was not in, I think when we went to the hospital, I think that's like a late reaction.
So he got scared?
He got scared.
All right. Now, sir, I'm going to hear your side of the story.
Yes, please. So he walked outside.
And with the ball?
With the balls. And all of a sudden, I heard this loud popping noise. So I ran out the store, and I said, this boy, that's the boy, with the balls, the floor as hard as he could. I mean, with all of his power, just throw him and throw him. So they said, "Don't you dare do that." I said, "Don't destroy those balls. You're so destructive.
He didn't say that.
Give him back to me. Give him back to me. You mother son of a b." Exactly what he says. So I looked at the boy. He was sitting there like this. He showed his hands. There was no blisters, none of any kind.
What you're saying is, if he hurt himself, which you doubt.
That's right, correct.
Right?
Yes.
He hurt himself because he wasn't playing with balls the right way.
Properly, yeah. Yes,
right?
Correct. I mean...
Let's take a recess and go out and check out these balls.
You believe him?
Well, we've had our demonstration.
Very boring.
A couple of questions for you, sir. Let's say you took these balls home with your son. Michael burned his hands on the balls. Do you feel responsible?
Yes, I think I would be responsible, but first I think it would be my responsibility instead of just saying, "Well, Zach, you shouldn't have played with it."
Got a great smile. After you threw these balls on the floor, you picked them up? No?
I banged them together.
You just put them together and you banged them together, and then when you held them, they got really hot. How come you didn't drop them right away?
I dropped them.
And you still got burned on your hands. Were you throwing them on the ground? Did your father tell you not to throw them on the ground?
No.
Did your mother tell you not to throw them on the ground?
No.
Was anybody supervising you when you were outside playing with the ball? I don't doubt that your son burned his hands. I think he did, sir. I don't know if the injuries were as extensive as they are alleged to be.
I looked at him.
I doubt it. If they're used properly, they're used and they will not cause injury. I mean, this is more of a moral question, Mr. Eichner. You're a smart man. You should know that there's something in here that can cause injury to the child. Line them out. I know my own kids that did that. Line them out on the driveway and then take a stone and hit them so that they would explode. Right? Remember that?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Very
yes.
well.
That's what causes the injury. Same kind of thing. These things probably wouldn't have caused your son injury had he not been playing with them inappropriately. You're responsible. Well, your medical bills, sir, including the medicines that you bought, came to about $100.
Yeah.
And the judgment in this case is for the plaintiff in the amount of $100. Understood? You, sir, should be very careful.
Very careful.
Okay. That's all. Thank you.
Balls, his balls, balls, his balls, his balls, balls. It wasn't more than 5 minutes later, he came in,